Yeah. I can see. Hi, Ballina. Nice to see you.
Hi.
Oh,
Look, it was a great presentation. I come from an Indigenous background. We were the great navigators of the sea. So our concepts and our songlines also run through the whole of the globe. You'll be amazed that songlines exist in Switzerland, in Spain, Canada. So we are connected through this globe. So I really enjoyed it. It's what I practice every day in my business. So as you know, Craig, I am a believer and I work on a different consciousness and a different frequency, which is great to see that this has put some kind of framework around it. My question is, because we have had a lot, especially our sacred knowledge, taken from us, right? So when we're in business, and what I find, because we have a collective process to co-create, what I find is that there is an element where somebody who works in the purely fiscal consciousness will come in because they have billions of dollars and take. And so there's got to be something around our protection of this sacred knowledge and of this higher consciousness. So if that could be, I'll just table that. But I would also encourage, that this has been given to the younger generation. The younger generation are all on board, to be honest. I worked on something with the Synergized Earth Network, and we corporatized the Waka knowledge and how to navigate corporations, and they're on TEDx and all of that stuff. So I'm a big supporter of what you're doing. And I love the framework. So just including in the framework, there's something I thought, the sacredness and the spirituality, because when we're doing decision making, I always check with my spirit guides and with the elders to ensure that we're on the right path. And if they don't know, they usually go out bush and they'll sing it. And then they'll come back and say, okay, this is what you need to do. So it's not in this framework, but I think we need to honour our elders and our master knowledge holders, who is really our consultants. So that's all. All right. No, keep going. I loved it. It was great. Thank you. Thanks, Craig, for inviting me.
Yeah, if I could make one very quick comment on that one. Yeah, the spirituality side of that, I keep well away from it because it can get so deep, and I don't really believe it's within my rights to do it. So what I'm trying to do is to look at the practical values, tribes in Africa, female, there is so much going on that we're trying just to look at the clarity and what we can take out of it without any of the judgmental. But this is where I think, this is why we'd love to work with yourself, with Nola, with other people who can talk with authority about it. Otherwise it's secondhand and I feel completely out of my depth.
Well, there is something called the frequency. You talk about energy anyway. And if you get into a higher consciousness, it's all about the frequency that you exuberate. So 432 megahertz is one of them, and how you increase that frequency in your crowning. So you don't have to believe in, like, I've got to believe in God or the creator, but you can believe in looking at the energy and the connectedness of that energy at a higher frequency. And that's how we connect with other people.
That's the golden sentence of today. If anyone can remember anything, remember 432 megahertz, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
I think you're right, because there is the frequency in organizations and frequency in people. And I've just heard the touches of it, and you've touched again. Someone talked about it a couple of weeks ago. It's something I know nothing about. I don't know whether Dowson, you know anything about it.
It's where spirituality and science intersect, and basically it's where it's all about resonance and dissonance, and it's a whole rabbit hole. So I'm going to shut my mouth there, but that is the key that will unlock everything.